Welcome to the Protos Podcast. Today's date is Friday the 21st of May and you are listening to a weekly roundup of the most important stories from the past week as reported by us. This week we covered Bitcoin gambling in esports as suggested by Sony patents, Take-Two's hot take of crypto's 5-year obsolescence, and a crypto slump wiping billions from billionaire accounts. But first, we started the week with news of a timely boost for struggling tech stocks. The uptick followed speculation that Chia, a new crypto from BitTorrent founder Bram Cohen, could lead to a surge in demand for computer hard drives. Among those to benefit were California-based hard disk manufacturer Seagate Technology, which saw its share price jump more than 20%, and Western Digital, which saw an 18% rise. Unlike Bitcoin's proof of work, Chia maintains consensus with its own so-called proof of space and time protocol. This means replacing Bitcoin mining rigs with unused hard drive space. So, rather than expending vast amounts of electricity, Chia farmers simply reserve disk space. As you'd expect, some investors are hoarding hard disk drives, and earlier this month, a Seagate spokesperson noted that staff had been forced to, quote, adjust to market demand in a response to Chia's launch. Chia can be mined relatively easily when compared to Bitcoin, but it's not all rosy as reports of Chia software destroying computers in a matter of weeks is starting to surface. However, Chia founder Cohen has said that the damage can be mitigated by using server-grade drives instead of basic consumer solid-state disks. On Tuesday, we reported on a Sony patent that could allow gamers and esports fans to bet Bitcoin on their favourite games. The patent was filed back in 2019 and hints at an in-game system that would allow players and spectators to bet crypto on a range of scenarios. For example, the winner of a particular game or first to virtually die. According to the paperwork, Sony's new system could accept a range of payment methods, including fiat, Bitcoin, and game assets. The patent also suggests that digital rights could be up for grabs, implying that NFTs may have a part to play. You never know, the owner of a multi-billion-dollar Beeple artwork just might lose it all to a 14-year-old in a game of Fortnite. When it comes to placing bets, Sony's patent says players could select wagers from a list of predetermined scenarios, and the system would calculate odds using past statistics, a complex algorithm, or they could even be set by the players themselves. The patent also states that odds may vary in some cases to account for, quote, government takeout. This alludes to Sony's proposed system perhaps treating fiat and crypto differently to other assets. Publisher NeoWin speculated that Sony could be intending to roll out Bitcoin betting for fighting game tournament Evo, which it acquired in March. Wednesday was a hot take day, and according to Take-Two's Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick, crypto may not matter within 5 years. Zelnick made the claim in a Thursday earnings call, in which he discussed his dislike of buzzwords. He used the metaverse, augmented reality, and cryptocurrency as prime examples. Zelnick said, quote, I'm always allergic to buzzwords. Virtual reality didn't get this industry very far. AR hasn't really improved matters. 3D hasn't really done much for us. He went on to add, so the problem I have is that if you take metaverse, SPAC and cryptocurrency and put them all together, in 5 years, will any of this matter? I'm not sure it will, end quote. It's not totally clear whether Zelnick was referring to crypto in general or specifically within the games industry, but he certainly got a track record of bashing digital currencies. In a March 2019 podcast, Zelnick, who also founded private equity firm ZMC, said he sees value in blockchain tech, but, quote, doesn't believe in crypto due to its high volatility. Take-Two is behind some of the world's biggest gaming franchises, including Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, and NBA 2K. So it could be that Zelnick doesn't want to rock the boat, particularly in relation to anything that may impact how gamers pay for in-game content. Zelnick hit the news back in 2018 when it was revealed that his executive bonus was partly reliant on how many in-game microtransactions Take-Two's games attracted. In 2019, microtransactions reportedly made up nearly 60% of Take-Two's revenue. Sony on one hand, Zelnick on the other. Come Thursday, and a Bitcoin crash wiped $22 billion from some of the biggest crypto billionaires. The news came just 2 weeks after Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin's spot in the 3 Comma Club was declared. He became a crypto billionaire on May the 3rd, at a time where Ether just peaked shy of $3,300 2.5 weeks ago. Of course, his spot at the top was snatched harshly away by the current crypto slump, which began on May 10th. In the time that followed, 12 of the wealthiest names in crypto shed $15.5 billion from their portfolios, as reported by Forbes. It only took one night to lose $8 billion. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was the hardest hit in terms of raw dollars, losing $5.2 billion. MicroStrategy's chief Michael Saylor shed the most percentage-wise, down 45%, going from $3.3 billion to $1.8 billion. And Block chairman Matt Rosnak saw 40% drained from his net worth, reportedly mostly Bitcoin, $2.8 billion to $1.7 billion. Yacht-loving Saylor, tie-wearing Tim Draper and Dogecoin-dumping Buterin managed to recover from significant losses. Other crypto billionaires, however, saw millions continue to drain away on Thursday. It's worth noting, however, that many of the rich folk that I've just listed are in fact still far richer than they were a few months ago. These dozen crypto figures were collectively worth $38.45 billion when Forbes compiled its 2021 billionaires list in early March. On May the 20th, crypto's billionaire dozen were valued at $41.3 billion, a 7% rise since March the 5th. And that's your lot. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and we realise that there's only so much we can cover in just under 10 minutes. So if you want more of the stories that matter, then check out protos.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Protos podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any other major podcast provider for more weekly updates. We'll be back next week. See you then.